That's really helpful. I have one other thing for you. Since I'm interacting with you, so I get the concepts, right? So what I focus on is what comes into my life. And
But wait. We want to speak this in a clearer way than ever before. Mm-hmm. So if I focus upon good feeling things, like this flight attendant or anything, if I focus on that, then that's the key to my vortex. That's one way of looking at it. But we want you to flip that and say, if I can focus myself into the vortex will cause the manifestation. My vortex connection affects manifestation rather than what I observe that is manifested affecting my vortex connection. Can you feel the difference? Mm-hmm. Because when you get it, that under any and all conditions you can accomplish your vortex connection, then you can move rapidly into new manifestations. In other words, what bogs you down, we've been saying for years that there's a buffer of time between the time that you conceive of an idea and it actually manifests. But the buffer of time has always been about how long it takes you to close that gap. So we're suggesting that you, in the ignoring of more of what is, and in the caring more about the way you feel, and in the deliberately doing more of the vortex work just for the sake of feeling good, which means go general and then more general into positive, and then doing more of the vortex work, we just are so eager for you to begin feeling the power of your focus and its ability to affect manifestation now. In other words, let's say there's someone close to you, a friend or a mate or a child, your child, who is not experiencing the brilliance of life that you wish them to experience. And you, conceptually, understand this vortex work. And so you'd like to teach that person about the vortex. You'd like them to read the books. You'd like them to come to the seminars. You'd like them to sit in a room like this and hear it until they get it. But they don't want to come, and they're focused on where they are. And so you're now observing something that you know can't be good for them. You see them not doing any vortex work. You see them focusing in the now, complaining about something, or just noticing what is and feeling bad about it. And so you think, ooh, things can't get better for you, the one I love, under these conditions. You need to do something different. And we say, no, you need to do something different. You need to do the vortex work. You need to not focus on how they are. You need to establish your relationship with the vortex, because you're focusing upon what is, so you can't influence something different than what is. So, and this is the thing we want you to watch for. So let's say that is your observation. You're worried about this person, and you're worried about them not doing the work, and so you don't feel good in the process. And so what do you get from that person and the next and the next? What manifests? What manifests is stuff that confirms your vibrational stance. So you rendezvous with their complaining, and you rendezvous with their struggle, and you rendezvous not just with theirs but with a whole lot of people, because you keep getting feedback about what you're feeling. But let's say you decide to do the work. So you decide to ignore what is, and you decide to go general and to get into the vortex. And so you have a ride with a flight attendant who's hysterical, and you go general enough or then specific enough that you just keep practicing that feeling of vortex. You keep practicing that feeling of alignment. You keep practicing that feeling of clarity. You milk it every chance you get. And you ignore what's going on with your friend. And then in a moment when you know you're flying high, that person demonstrates through action or word exactly what you wanted, as a reflection of what you're doing with your vortex. You get what we're talking about? Mm-hmm. That's the power of upliftment. That's the power of influence. It's releasing any connection to the what-isness that doesn't please you and doing the work anyway. And in doing the work, the manifestation will show you that you've done the work. Isn't it interesting?
Yes, indeed. For sure.
It's the flip. of that?
So I would like to take a moment then, because then what I focus on, and it's my relationship with the vortex is what I'm hearing you say.
Yes.
It's all about. So I'm focusing the thoughts that bring me into the vortex.
Say again.
I focus on the thoughts that bring me into the experience and the feeling of the vortex.
But here's the tricky thing. So I'm not in the vortex, so I want to find thoughts that will bring me in. It's like this game we play with these cards. When you're not in the vortex and you make the effort, I can create both money and the time to enjoy it. Right. I can earn money by doing what I love to do. Life is always working out for me. The story I tell is the basis of my life. My life story and the law of attraction. This is getting very tiring. I'll tell my story as I want it to be. Whatever I desire, I can acquire. Achieving success is my natural birthright. My every story is attracting its vibration. I am the creator of my own experience. Money is not the root of evil or happiness. I am the attractor of my every experience. I can deliberately choose to feel better. Now, I should say it louder. I can pivot from feeling bad to feeling good. I want to harmonize with my desires. What do I want and why do I want it? I'm a vibrational being in a vibrational universe. I can give my attention to the positive aspects. I hate these cards. Who writes this stuff? Because, and we know that you weren't quite there, but we like to talk about that efforting from outside the vortex is the hard way of going about it. And so when you said, I can think the thoughts that put me in the vortex, we want it to be softer than that. We want it to be more general than that. We want you to say, I love the feeling of the vortex. I like feeling good. I like knowing my power. I like feeling clarity. I like feeling frisky. I like feeling fun. I like doing well. I like rendezvousing with good things. I like having good timing. Hear the difference?
Yes, absolutely.
In other words, you're talking about the vortex. You're talking about what I like the feeling of passion. I like a feeling of contentment. I love a feeling of satisfaction. I love a quiet moment. I just love the feeling of the vortex. I love knowing that the vortex is there. I love knowing that my inner being is in the vortex. I love knowing that all the stuff I want is in the vortex. I love knowing that it's not just possible, that it's probable, that it's likely, that it's certain, that anything else is completely illogical. I love my vortex. I love my vortex. I so love my vortex. Now, those are thoughts that you're thinking. But they're more thoughts about feeling. They're more general thoughts about the vortex. You see the difference?
Yes.
And so didn't you go there? Didn't you feel the and then having achieved that connection with the vortex, then something will manifest that will confirm to you that you did the work, you see. And then when you read the card from inside the vortex, these cards which were written from inside the vortex will tell you, we wrote them, I can see my world through the eyes of Source. Because I'm in there where Source is. I can see my world through the eyes of Source. Just with the conversation that we just had, don't you now affirm that? Don't you want to do all of your affirming from inside the vortex? So don't you just want to generally move yourself in and then stay as long as you can? So now you're there. Now these cards feel fun to you. The law of attraction adds power. Don't you love knowing that? Law of attraction adds power to whatever I'm focused upon, to both problems and solutions. I'm in the vortex, feel the goosebumps. I'm in the vortex. I can create both money and the time to enjoy it. What a perfect combination. What a perfect combination. Plenty of money and plenty of time and plenty of wonderful stuff to savor. Ooh, that's a vortex generator, isn't it? My every story is attracting its vibrational match. Love what I'm attracting right now. Love, my every story attracts its vibrational match. And my story from inside the vortex, ooh, what's coming? The anticipation of it. Oh, I don't have to anticipate too far because someone walks in and confirms it. Someone walks right into the room. You know this. Watch for it today and tomorrow. Watch how many things will happen that I can deliberately choose to feel better now. These are wonderful. I can see my world through the eyes of Source. I will praise success wherever I see it. Yes, I will. Yes, I will, because it feels so very good to praise success wherever I see it. The physical me is materialized spirit. Materialized spirit. That I'm a manifestation of pure positive energy. How could it go wrong under those conditions? Knowing that, don't you just feel empowered to know that? The physical me, my flesh, blood, and boniness body is materialized spirit. I can follow the trail of good feeling thoughts. I am the creator of my own life experience. Don't you just love having this conversation? Shouldn't we go through it again? I am developing the skill to direct my thoughts from inside the vortex. I have the money and freedom too. My attention to it invites the essence of it. In other words,
Yes.
do the work and feel the fun of it. Are you feeling it? In other words, we are, but we're strangely in the vortex all the time. We know you can feel it.